Route 66 is often called the Mother Road and is one of the most well-known and traveled roads in the USA. Welcome to WatchZilla. Today we are going to give you our top 10 best attractions on Route 66 that you won't want to miss. Hundreds of vacationers plan road trips around this magnificent route all the time. The Mother Road is a U.S. institution and bisects the heart of the country, providing a glimpse into the individualism and idiosyncrasies of American society and culture. First established in 1926, this stretch of highway runs from Chicago, Illinois to Santa Monica, California, and covers 6 different states in between, as well as more than 2,448 miles. With its iconic landmarks, quirky roadside diners, retro neon signs, world-renowned museums, and spectacular national parks, there is plenty to see and do on Route 66. Stop and enjoy famous restaurants like Lou Mitchell's or Snow Cap Drive-In before continuing on your journey. Or you can take in some of the unique attractions such as Santa Monica Pier, Wigwam Motel, or the Blue Whale of Catoosa. Number 10. Gemini Giant. What was originally a 1950s roadside hot dog and ice cream stand called Dari Delight, the restaurant changed owners and was renamed the Launching Pad Drive-In, and a spaceman was installed to acknowledge the space race between the US and the Soviet Union. He was dressed in a helmet and spacesuit, holding a missile with the name of the diner written on it. The 30-foot-tall Gemini Giant is one of many muffler men you'll find along Route 66. Usually, the original muffler men was based on the figure of the axe-wielding lumberjack, although each one was then somehow adapted to the needs of the business or attraction it represented. These large fiberglass figures were popular advertising icons and roadside decorations during the 1960s, and some still stand by highways throughout the United States today. Today, Gemini Giant proudly welcomes diners and explorers seeking a rest from driving Route 66. Number 9. Santa Monica Pier. The endpoint for the epic Route 66 means more iconic insignia. Cue the Route 66 end of the trail sign that sits on the famous Santa Monica Pier. Initially built in 1909, the Santa Monica Pier now houses many entertainment options, such as an amusement park, an aquarium, lots of food options, and lots of stores to browse in and find great California and Route 66 souvenirs. The pier's infamous big wheels set against a sweeping sandy beach and the Pacific Ocean is a classic US sight. The pier marks where Route 66 stops at the ocean, and it has fun events all year round that thousands of people come to experience every year. Home to a historic carousel and amusement park, the pier also offers interesting free historical walking tours, a selection of American diners and restaurants, and a wide range of events including yoga and aquarium story time. You can learn about Santa Monica's history or just park and walk around to take it all in. Number 8. Petrified Forest National Park. If you love visiting national parks, well, get ready. Now that you're in Arizona, you have the opportunity to visit your fair share. Once you read the Arizona leg of your Route 66 road trip, you'll be surrounded by stunning desert landscapes, with opportunities to stop at stunning national state parks. First is the Petrified Forest National Park, which is the only U.S. national park that has a portion of U.S. Route 66 running right through it, giving travelers easy access to the beautiful hills and famous petrified logs. There's no more magnificent spot to stretch your legs on a detour from the interstate. You can spend hours or an entire day exploring this fascinating landscape of brightly colored petrified wood and fossils from the Triassic Age. The petrified wood is the result of forests being covered in volcanic ash more than 200 million years ago. Crystallized logs, the painted desert, and more can be admired from several hiking trails. Number 7. Blue Swallow Motel. One of the most interesting aspects of Route 66 is that the businesses that have sprung up along this road are small family firms that proudly stand out from the widespread American chains. The family-owned and operated Blue Swallow Motel is one of the most iconic lodgings on Route 66. Built in 1939 and restored in the 1990s, the motel still draws crowds thanks to its pink stucco walls. Blue Swallow is exactly what a classic Route 66 motel should look like, with a giant neon sign that advertises TVs in every room. One of the most characteristics to be photographed along the route and with a clear message. Just as the swallow indicated land for the sailor, every traveler on the road can see the signal of home in this flashy sign. The Blue Swallow Motel, which makes hospitality and warmth its main quality traits. Here it is said that in the 50s, penniless travelers were allowed to stay in exchange for personal items, or even for free. Listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1993, the Blue Swallow Motel survived the decommissioning of Route 66 and continues to be a popular spot for road trippers to stop for the night. This establishment might be on the side of Route 66 kitsch, but it's a family-owned business that feels more like a bed and breakfast, making it worth a stay. Number 6. Oklahoma Route 66 Museum. There are a few museums and collections dedicated to Route 66, but this one in Oklahoma certainly takes the top prize for being the best designed. Operated by the Oklahoma Historical Society, the state's Route 66 Museum takes visitors on a journey through time to learn about the history of the Mother Road and the cultural context in which it was built, thrived, and declined. This is a great place to come if you want to learn about the Oklahoma Dust Bowl and the Okies who made their way west on Mother Road to escape it. The striking glass structure filled with red light showcases all sorts of vintage cars and artifacts from Route 66's glory days. It also houses great memorabilia, classic cars, and a great gift shop with fun Route 66 souvenirs. You may recognize the voice of the museum's audio narration. It's Michael Wallace, award-winning author, historian, and the voice of the sheriff character in Pixar's Cars. Number 5. Milk Bottle Grocery. Atop traditional red brick building sits a giant milk bottle. Why, you ask? Well, why not? This is Route 66. This tiny building, listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1998, is well known not for its contents, but for its outward appearance and location. Built in 1930, this 350 square foot structure looks like a triangle made of red brick, topped with a milk bottle, plopped in the middle of a busy roadway. A classic landmark and photo stop of the Mother Road in Oklahoma City, the Milk Bottle Grocery historically served as a grocery and milk store, however now it is home to a Vietnamese cafe serving banh mi and iced coffee. The milk bottle was added in the 1940s as an advertising tool for the dairy industry. And though the building itself has housed a variety of businesses since then, the bottle has remained, becoming a roadside icon. Number 4. Gateway Arch. There's more to the arch than just a pretty photo opportunity, so don't just blow past this major city. Representing the gateway to the American West for pioneers, the Gateway Arch is a must-see for Route 66 travelers. The 630-foot-tall monument in St. Louis is the world's largest arch, and you can take a tram ride to the top in Western Hemisphere for sweeping views of the surrounding area. This iconic monument looks spectacular from almost any angle. Designed by legendary architect Eero Saarinen, the Gateway Arch commemorates America's westward expansion. Back on the ground level is an interactive museum with free admission. You can explore the attached museum and see the courthouse where the Dred Scott decision was made. 6 themed exhibit areas here trace 201 years of United States history. Number 3. Wigwam. If you've never stayed in a motel room shaped like a tipi, this is your chance. The infamous Wigwam Motel in Holbrook, Arizona is one of the 2 remaining wigwam properties on the Mother Road and is now listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Built in 1950, this kitsch and original motel offer guests the chance to sleep in wigwams for the night, although funnily enough, the rooms are shaped like tipis, not wigwams. Each is 21 feet wide and 28 feet high and holds a sink, toilet, shower, and bedroom furniture, including a TV. There is also a museum with a collection of Indian artifacts, petrified wood, as well as mementos of the Civil War and Route 66 for visitors to enjoy. A night or 2 at the Wigwam Motel is a one-of-a-kind Route 66 experience that you won't soon forget. The experience of staying in one of these cute teepees is bound to thrill everyone from the kids to grandma and grandpa. Number 2. Blue Whale of Catoosa. Crossing Route 66 in Oklahoma, at a certain point you will notice on your right a small lake where a whale lies undisturbed. It's one of the kitschiest stops on the route and a perfect Oklahoma hidden gem. This quintessential roadside attraction began as an anniversary present from the original creator for his wife in the 1970s, but turned into an iconic site. After the death of the creator, the bizarre sculpture began to deteriorate, but fortunately, the town restored it just a few years ago to its full shape. It is free for visitors. Children and adults can play and climb on the blue whale, which sits on a pond, but they can no longer swim there. There are picnic tables nearby, making this a great rest stop for children and a whimsical spot to take photos. Like the Muffler Men gas pumps and neon signs, this is one of Mother Road's most recognizable and iconic attractions. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 1. Cadillac Ranch. A short 15-minute drive from Amarillo lies one of the most iconic and quirky sites on Route 66, Cadillac Ranch, a public art installation and sculpture. Cadillac Ranch personifies the weirdness of roadside attractions along Route 66. Why does it exist? Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, was created by a bunch of art-loving hippies called the Ant Farm that would baffle passers-by in 1974, along with funding from Amarillo billionaire Stanley Marsh III. Amongst the red Texan desert sits 10 half-buried graffiti-covered Cadillacs nose first in the ground. It pays homage to the progression of the Cadillac car's tail fin. Visitors are encouraged to create their art by spray painting a part of their chosen Cadillac. Now, these iconic vehicles are merely frames covered in day-glow paint, but still are beloved by fans who flock to see them in their desert home. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchZilla and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.